Hello, right, okay, I'm here to answer a little question. Sorry, I'm all fidgety, I didn't realise the computer was going to start so quickly then. This morning on Facebook I put a message on there, just a normal regular message that just said good morning, hello, how are you all doing? And I said something on there along the lines of I'm going to lead feeling really zestful or something like that today. Who else is with me? Who else is feeling sort of in that happy place where they're going to make life just happen? Just grab it by the, something polite to say, grab it by the somethings and just run with it. And a lady sent me a message, direct message, and it was a short and sweet message that just said, are you always so chirpy? Are you always so happy? And I'm going to answer that question really honestly, and I thought it was quite a long question to answer on a message, and so, she's not the only one that's asked me, a few others have too. So to be really honest, actually no, I'm not always that chirpy. There are times when, the question was, which was brilliant, she said, do you ever actually feel blah? Now I don't know if she's familiar with Jerry and Esther Hicks. I've quoted this before, but there was a podcast I was listening to, and on there, and I've done this on a video a few days ago, there was a guy that said something about, you know, his life is often blah, you know, it's often on one level. I don't ever feel blah, I'll be honest, which is a great term. It's not even really probably a word in the English dictionary, but I do feel very happy the majority of the time, and I try and look on things really positively. I've led a colourful life and I've had an awful lot to deal with in that time, which I mean, I've only just started to open out and let that go, so as you know more about me you'll know that. But I do sometimes get, the word is contrast, and if that might not explain enough. I do sometimes get when people challenge me, they're more challenges, and I take things to heart. I'm very sensitive, which works on both scales. So if someone gives me something good, I'll be like really, yes, you know, really excited about it. If somebody gives me something that's a bit negative, I will really take it to heart. Reason being, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I like to get things right. I don't like to you know, upset people, get things wrong. I want everyone to think that she's brilliant, what she does is great. And in reality that's never actually going to happen. But in reference back to the Jerry and Esther Hicks, they explain in this podcast that if everything is always on one level, you can't appreciate the highs and the lows. If you are feeling like that, which I know people that, you know, have to resort to taking things like Prozac and such like, it tries to level out your emotions, so you're neither up nor you're down. And I think that's probably quite sad, really. I think having the down times, I'm happy to accept those because it lets me appreciate the good times. And I did do a little like yoo-hoo recently when I came back from my holiday, because before I went away I did have a very big contrast. In fact there were three real contrasting things. One was to do with health, one was to do with work, and one was to do with my children. So three things that are really the biggest things, the most important things. And I went away just thinking, oh, I am feeling really, you know, challenged at the moment, and let's pick things up, let's hopefully get back on an even keel. And thankfully I just, you know, I took some time, I connected. Again, I want to answer your question, and you may not understand what I mean by that. Connected as in like really get back to basics, really look at what's important. And those of you that have watched the other one, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but I watched the sun come up, and how often do we get a chance to do that? We don't normally, because we're so tired, and especially in this country, for you to go and sit somewhere and watch the sun come up. I was actually like this close to the Red Sea. I was sitting on this, it was a really windy day, and I probably should have done some video or something of it, but I was just sat there, peaceful, quiet, feeling really in a happy place. And there was a mountain on the horizon and a tiny little crack of orange where the sun started to come up. And that's really strange that my screen's just gone really light as I did that. I wonder why, if that's where I was sitting. Anyway, angels. So this crack of orange just came through over this mountain, and out loud I just was like, oh, whoa, there she is, you know. And think about it, if any of you have seen the film, I don't like to talk about it, any of you have seen the film 2012, you know, the basic things that are important is that we're warm, we're dry, we're fed, that kind of thing. think that went wrong there, I might have to edit that. My computer seemed to stop and think for a minute. So there's all these real basic things that at the end of the day, if we haven't got those, we can't function. So if you are feeling blah, start to think about, what do you need to function? You know, what ticks your boxes, because we're all so different. And for me, you know, I found it recently. I've just found that I feel, what level do you think you've made it? Do you need to be a millionaire? Do you need to be able to pay your bills comfortably? And if it's up there, then work for that. Set the intention and make it happen. If it's here to pay your bills comfortably, then great. I suppose I'm lucky in the respect that in my day-to-day job I get to see lots of different people, and I listen to them as well. And there was a lady recently said to me, oh, it would just be so nice if I could pay all my bills and just maybe have a holiday every couple of years, she said. And I thought, bless her, you know, I've done that this year, and I've been lucky enough to be in a position that that's somebody else's dream. She wants to be up there where I am, and I did think that I was really fortunate to be in a position where someone else is dreaming. So to her, she's going to think, God, you lucky woman, you've got everything that I dreamed of. So although I may look at somebody in a mansion with a Ferrari or whatever it is, actually it's not those things that float my boat, but whatever it is that floats my boat, somebody else out there has got that. So you can make happen what you want to happen, and just knowing that stops you feeling blah and allows you to be up and hopeful and positive and thinking all the things that, you know, you can make life happen for yourself, and you really can. And you need to start listening to all your inner voices, and you need to start taking some time out. I got distracted, didn't I? I was saying about, you know, I connected when I was on holiday, and I did. I took some time out to just do the basic things, like to take time to eat a meal and really enjoy that. Not think, I've got to get this done quick because I've got to get back to work or anything like that. Take the time to enjoy it, savour it, flavour it, to be with nature as well. Just try, if you, especially this time of year, it's autumn now, the trees are looking so gorgeous. Go and take yourself for a walk and just look at everything and just think, this is actually an amazing place. And even you can write down, you can write in a gratitude journal, just write all the things that have happened to you in that day. I try and do 3, and you know, there might be the silliest of things, like you might catch sight of your ears in the mirror and you might think, actually I haven't got any sticky out ears, or whatever the silly thing is that you think, yeah, that's something about me or something about my life or something that I have appreciated today. And just go with it, because that will stop you from feeling blah, because there's always something good, always. Doesn't matter how sad the situation is. You know, I've got a couple of friends going through a really hard time at the moment, but they still manage to find some time to be positive and somewhere out there, you know, to set an intention to say, I'm going to make this happen. You know who you are if you're listening to this. So at the end of the day, no, I don't ever really feel blah. I never get bored. When people say I'm really bored and they go on Facebook and they go bored.com, that's quite a comical one. I hear that a lot. I'm never bored. There's always something to do. There's always some next thing. Maybe that's because my brain's always ticking. So no, I don't ever feel blah, and I'm grateful for that. But saying that, there are times of contrast where I'm feeling low, and it's generally people who don't understand about being up and being positive. It's generally people that make me feel like that. But in one way, using the law of attraction, I've got to try and be thankful for them, because there's always a reason. Actually, look, I'm going to share this with you. You might have seen some photos. I'm reading this book by Lilu. I lost my job and I liked it. Now, you can gather from the title there what she's on about. I've got to hurry up because I'm running out of time. Got a client in a minute. But she lost her job, and she was grateful for it because it gave her an opportunity to move on and do what she really wanted to do and what she was really dreaming about doing. So if you are feeling blah today, then try not to be. Try and think about some positive reasons to be excited. Try and find something that's going to fire you up, put some fire in your belly, and make you look forward to tomorrow. So there you go, that's me signing out. If you want to hear more about my story, have a little look on my website, louiseusher.com. There's loads of things on there. It says who I am, what I do, and I'm hoping that you might find it of interest. Alright, but don't be blah, be excited. See ya.